on this channel called Generic Wrestling Questions. Those of you that have seen my interviews before know where I'll ask Andy his favourite match, favourite pay-per-view card, such as Double or Nothing 2019, favourite wrestler's entrance team, favourite tag team, and favourite wrestler. Basically, the questions I assume you're asked on social media. So now you'll have a place to be like, I've answered this. Please go watch this. So, what's your favourite match of all time?
Favorite match? Oh man, there's so many to pick from. But if I was like have to pick one, I'd probably say Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole at NXT Takeover New York. And that was the one before WrestleMania 35, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
2 out of 3 falls, unbelievable. Like the near fall that they do at like right at the end where Undisputed Era have come out. Wow, like just being in that building live, it was deafening. Like the noise when Johnny kicked out of that, fantastic. It's one of my favorite matches to go back and watch. I just think it's an absolute clinic of both of those guys. So amazing.
What about your favourite pay-per-view card overall?
Um, Again, probably not much shock, but it's going to be another NXT one, NXT New Orleans. Like that one that they did was fantastic, just top to bottom, incredible matches from the NXT North American ladder match to crown the first champion to the tag team match where Pete Dunne was turned on by Roddy Strong. That was amazing. Aleister Black winning his first NXT championship, the Johnny Gargano versus Ciampa unsanctioned match, all of
Mm.
it amazing. The atmosphere fantastic. So that would be up there. There's a couple of WrestleManias that you'd throw out there, like you'd say 17, but like there's still a couple of ones like the gimmick battle royale doesn't hold up very well. So there's
No,
things like if you go back a bit too far, but top to bottom, NXT Takeover New Orleans, fantastic.
that's really, really cool. What about your favourite wrestler's entrance team?
Oh, this will probably change depending on what day you ask me, to be honest, because I love Undisputed Eras. I'd say like Rick Derringer, who did Real American for Hulk Hogan. Like no matter what you think of Hulk Hogan, that is an absolute banger of an entrance theme. So that's fantastic. In terms of when it hits, like very few things can like really get me going, like the Rock's theme tune, like in terms of being there live again. Philly is that coming out amazing. So yeah, it would completely depend on what mood I'm in. I'm trying to think, like Joe Henry's one, for example. Like my wife hates me now because I did nothing but like listen to Joe Henry's theme tune.
What
So yeah, yeah. Ask me on a different day, it'd be a different thing. But any of those really.
about your favourite tag team?
Hardy Boys, not so much maybe these days, but like because I kind of wish they would get to the point where their legacy is complete. I don't think they're going to add to it now, but my God, they changed tag team wrestling. Like they were just so cool doing it. Like them against Edge and Christian, the Dudley Boys, going back to then when you introduced Lita into that as well, even better. These days, DIY I think is amazing what they having those belts ripped off them for the bloodline. Very upsetting for me. But there, yeah, DIY or Hardy Boys.
That's really, really cool. And then finally, Andy, the biggest generic question, in my opinion, who is your favourite overall wrestler?
Uh, um, oh, it's a great question, and I might get some flack for this. I'd say John Cena. I feel like when he announced that this is going to be his final year of wrestling coming up into 2025, like part of me was like just broke a little because like he changed the game for modern wrestling because before him he'd had the likes of Stone Cold and Hulk Hogan who had kind of carried the company at times. He carried it when like there was no one else, like
Mm.
really. Um he's such a nice guy. Like you see the way like he is on interviews and all his make-a-wish stuff, the way his when he comes out, like WWE got it right. There was no one at one point who could get that emotive reaction like John Cena could do. And I was just thinking about it today when I was out for a walk. Do you remember back when they would do like someone's retiring and they'd do this amazing like package, like video package for them,
Yeah.
and you'd have like "Leave the Memories Alone" by Fuel, or you'd have like a Creed song that would be playing. I pity the person who has to put John Cena's leaving package together because wow, they have a lot of material to pick from. He just has so many things you could go. His morals and what he stood for resonate with so many people. Never give up is like a huge thing. And I'll miss him, and I think the wrestling world will finally understand that with what we had all along, even when he was hated. So John Cena.